Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 11. This is question number 11. There is a bit misprinting. The chapter which we are related with is rectification of error. As usual, we are provided few entries. Performa is in front of us. This is our neat work. Here journal entries would be created and these are two columns used for the rough work. We are ready to start. First entry, let's put the date first, and instead of date they have provided numbers. Total of credit side of Mohsin. As its name, it has not been decided whether it's debit or credit. That is why credit side is already mentioned. So Mohsin was actually to be written on credit. Alright. For just our memory, we have written Mohsin. Was overcast. Overcast rule is to write on the opposite side. Original side was credit. In case of overcast, we will write Mohsin name on debit. There is nothing else left to be written on credit side. So for the time being, we will write suspense account and simply we will write overcast now rectified, after which we will see the amount which is 2000. So just write down 2000 on debit side and same amount would be written on credit side. First entry is completed. Now let's see what second entry is saying. Sale book undercast. As you know that sale should be written on credit, it is undercast. In undercast we write at the same place. So here we will write sale on credit side because there was an undercast, and here you may write undercast now rectified. As usual, there was only one mistake and that was related to sale. This mistake has been rectified. Nothing has been left to be written on debit side. So for the time being, we will write suspense account over here. Let me correct. Okay. So in this way, our second entry is completed. Amount was 2000. So you are supposed to write 2000 on debit side and same amount would be posted on credit side. So our two entries completed. Now let's see what third entry is saying. Total of purchase return. As you know that purchase return, if purchase is debit, purchase return should be written on credit side. So for just our memory, we are writing it on credit side. Was not posted to the ledger. That means this entry has been skipped. You have not written purchase return book. Purchase return was supposed to be written on credit and we have not written. The solution is very simple. If we have forgotten it, now we remember it, so you can write it on the same side. So purchase return would be written on credit side. In this way, entry has been completed. There was only one mistake and that has been rectified. Nothing has been left for debit side. For the time being, we will write suspense account. Let's see what was the amount. 4000. So 4000 would be written on debit side and same amount would be written on credit side. So we will say uh, wrong purchase return now rectified. Alright guys, in this way our third entry is completed. Now we will see what entry number 4 is saying. A credit balance of 7550 of rent received. Please note it down. Rent we can receive or rent we can pay. Since this is rent received, That means it's an income. Income should be written on credit side. So to rent was supposed to be written over here, but how much amount? Look, credit 7550. So here you will post 7550 just for the reference. Now we will see what mistake we have done. Account was shown as 5700. So instead of 7, we have written 5770. Look at here, 5700 we have written instead of 7550. We have written 5. That means less amount has been posted. Less mean it is undercast. In undercast we write on the same side. Rent was present on credit side. In undercast we will choose the same side. So rent would be written over here. In undercast and overcast we always write the difference of amount. So 7550 minus 5700. So we have written this amount, and same amount would be written on debit side. And since there was only mistake, there was only one mistake in rent, and that has been rectified. Nothing has left to be written on debit side. So for that purpose, we are going to write suspense on debit side. You may write the narration. It was undercast. So you will write undercast, now rectified. 4 entries are completed. Now let's see what fifth entry is saying to us. Goods amounting to rupees 1500 were sold to Mahmood for cash. Please note it down. Goods sold for cash. So actual entry was cash to sale because goods were sold for cash. What happened next? It was correctly recorded in cash. Please note, it was correctly recorded in cash. It means there is no mistake in cash. So you may forget it because there is no mistake in cash, but was wrongly posted to Mahmood account also. It was correctly recorded in cash book. Look at this word. This is book. It means whole entry was correct. The only mistake we have done is was wrongly posted to Mahmood account also. So by mistake Mahmood was written. Look, I'm writing it again. Actual entry was to be written as cash to sales, and it has been said correctly entered in cash book. Book means both entries. So this entry has been done and it was correct. So there is no mistake in it. But beside this, we have written Mahmood account also, which was an extra thing. So this was the wrong entry. Mahmood was not supposed to be written. So we cannot erase it. We cannot cut it. To cancel this effect, we will post Mahmood account to the opposite side. So here we will write Mahmood, and cash to sale was correct. There is nothing else left to be written on debit side. So for the time being, we will write suspense account over here. Narration, we can write wrong Mahmood. Now rectified. Let's see how much was the amount for Mahmood. It was 1500. So 1500 would be written on debit side and 1500 would be written on credit side. This way 5 entries are completed. So first time we have sixth entry as well. So let's make a little space, and here we are going to make the space. So let's start. We are going to see our sixth entry. Discount column on debit side. Discount column on debit side. It has been written directly. So we will write discount on debit side. So discount 2 would be written, and let me align it properly, though it's a rough work, but we should be with our performer. This would help us to make it correct. So actually discount should be written on debit side because it has been mentioned in the question. Discount column on the debit side has been posted to the credit side of the discount. So instead of writing discount on debit side, by mistake they have written name of discount on credit side. Now you are very open. It was required to write discount on debit side. They have not written. So when we will come to know this mistake, we will rectify it by writing it to the same side. And as usual, I have told you whatever is written in green, you are supposed to write in the same place. And if it is red, you will post to the opposite side. Now, again, understand. Discount was required to be written on debit. They have not written, and now we will write to correct the mistake. And this discount, this was not supposed to be written over here. We cannot erase it, we cannot cut it. To cancel this effect, we will write it on the opposite side. So it has been written on credit, you will write discount on opposite, that means debit side. So in this way, our entry has two discounts. As you know that there is a concept of double error. Instead of writing on debit side, we have written on credit side. So there were two mistakes. That is why two time discount is coming over here. There was only one mistake related to discount and that has been rectified. Nothing else has been left to be written on credit side. So for the time being, we will write suspense over here. Let's see how much was the amount, 80. All right. So 80 you will write over here and 80 would be written on the opposite side as well. And here you will be writing the narration as well, and you may write as wrong discount now rectified. Okay, and just two lines are needed to be written over here. Though our question has been completed, but I would let you know that presentation is very important. So that is why we have put the lines. So guys, in this way, our question including 6 entries has been completed. You are requested to please practice this question for more than 2-3 times. And after practice, if you feel anything difficult, you are very open to share your problems through messages, text, or you can directly need to share your problem. I will be available to answer your question instantly. It's time to end our lecture. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.